Okay, they were good. So, hello there. Welcome to this thing that we're doing right now.
Hello, boyos and girls and everyone else.
Yes. Today is here. Um, Today we're doing a podcast. Finally.
Yes.
We've been trying to do this for the past couple of days. Hasn't really been working very well, but here we are.
We are separated, but we live in the same house.
Yes, for reasons. So, why don't you introduce yourself, James? What's your name?
James.
Oh, really?
Yes, I
Tell-
be James.
Tell us about yourself, James. James.
uh, yes, me be James. I like drawing. I do James's BCS piece, as you can see.
Yes.
Or not see. Tell, I messed up.
My name is Julian. I'm here. Hi. And the two of us are siblings. We have
Yup.
a YouTube channel called DarkRobinPod, where we discuss mythology, as you can guess. I do I do general mythology, I like do little videos where we have like little animations going on, if you want to call it animations, and it's just us discussing mythology because we love it. And
And I do the beast of mythology
yes, you do.
because I'm used to drawing animals,
Yeah.
but then I've also gotten used to drawing people.
And you
so-
like animals, so like it works out, right?
Yee.
Hello. I don't know which camera to look at. I have two going on just in case one doesn't work, but it's like whatever. So you do the drawings for. Oh yeah. So for each episode we have like these little drawings that we have in the background going on, and you do the animals, and I do just like regular things, like I don't know, skeletons or something. Oh. And so this is a podcast. We're gonna do. So this is what we're gonna do, okay? So, in this podcast, we're gonna do it hopefully once every week. That's the plan, yes. So we're gonna do it every week, and in that week, we're gonna talk about the
Let's see
video
how
that
that
we
goes.
do, because we release videos every Monday, and this will go up every Friday, I believe. So we'll be talking about the video that we did beforehand. We're gonna be talking about like, hey, what do we like about this video? Why did we do this video? Kind of explaining it a little bit more, because usually the videos we do are scripted and everything, but here we just kind of talk about mythology, so that's fun.
Yes.
I might be talking too fast.
I completely forgot what I was gonna say.
Wow, you're doing a great job at a podcast right now.
I got distracted. Oh, so basically that's 2 videos a week.
Oh, yeah, 2 videos a week. I mean, we gotta get that content, you know? So I have a list of what we're gonna do for this podcast. This is a short little podcast we're doing right now. This is the first episode, so it's gonna be like an introduction to everything and talking about mythology in general. And everything else will be like what I said. We're gonna talk about the previous videos.
And we might have some guests along.
Yes, we
Yeah,
might.
yeah.
That sounds fun. Yeah. So
Mostly my friends.
mostly what? Hello. Okay.
Yes.
This is going great so far. So, intro, names, background. We don't really have much of a background. We just make YouTube videos. That's what we do here. It's not something that they teach you in school very much, but hey, I like it. I research it. I do videos. Yeah. What about you,
I do chaotic
James?
things.
Your videos are very chaotic and mostly unscripted.
But then the Cadero one was actually scripted because I couldn't think of anything to improvise with.
Yes, your videos are very like. I tried to get you to write your own scripts, but you don't.
Yeah, I just refuse.
Yeah, But
Plus,
I mean, it works out. I just gave you like, I tell you what we're gonna talk about. I give you the bullet points, and you just everything goes down from there. That's fun. Mine are less chaotic and more like kind of professional, but not really. It's just more scripted, I guess. So folklore and mythology is what we do. Oh!
Yep.
Yeah, that was on video. Okay,
You
so
keep cutting off at my end.
you didn't hear that I dropped something?
No.
Well, I did. Okay.
Of course you
So mythology and folklore. So tell me, James, what is mythology?
did. Mythology are myths in history.
Yeah, mythology, like the name implies, are myths. And what are myths? Let me Google it, just so we can get the right definition. So myths, a traditional story, especially one concerning the early history of a people or explaining some natural or social phenomenon, and typically involving supernatural beings or events. Another definition is a widely held but false belief or idea. I like the first one better. So yeah, mythology is just the study of myths, because astrology, it's the study of the stars. Mythology,
Yuck.
and it's basically the study of different stories that have been told throughout history, because we are humans and we like telling stories. That's what we do here on Earth. You're not very talkative right now, are you?
Yeah, I can't think of anything.
So let's also look up the definition of folklore. Hello, this is the podcast where we look up the dictionary. But I just want to get the basics out so everyone knows what we're dealing with here. Folklore is the traditional beliefs, customs, and stories of a community passed down through the generations by word of mouth. So yeah, basically around the same thing. They're just fun little stories. A lot of the time, these stories are
You're
like...
talking too fast.
I'm sorry. I'll talk slowly.
No one can understand you.
Why don't you talk then?
I can't use my phone. It's on my face.
Oh yeah, you're yeah. It took us like a full day to figure out how to set up this thing because we're not next to each other right now. So yeah. So I lost my place. Oh yeah, mythology is... Hi James, how you doing?
How are you doing?
That's why I asked you. This is chaotic. This is great. We're keeping this. So, what's your favorite kind of myths? Let's talk about that. What's your favorite myth and why? Come on, you have some. Think of the videos you've done. Oh yeah, Loki. Why do you?
Where is he? I have him right here. Where?
You have a bunch of Loki merchandise. Specifically Marvel, huh? Hello?
I have my golden cloak.
Oh yeah, you have a golden one. He's your little trophy. I like Loki. He's fun. The god of mischief, the trickster god, likes to cause chaos, much like your videos. Yes, also snakes. You can't hate on snakes.
We need to do another Loki myth.
There are a lot actually. We can do a lot.
And they're mostly about animals.
Yeah, you did one about
his children.
Yeah, Loki's children, which are all animals. Was that your first one? I think that was your first Beastiest Beasts.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Want to ask me?
Videos.
Oh, we don't talk about those.
Oh, and I drew those on the computer too.
Before we colored our characters. Did we have a microphone back then? I don't even remember.
No, we used your phone.
Oh no. You want to ask me what my favorite myth is?
Yeah, what is your favorite myth?
I don't know. No, you know what my favorite myth is? Ragnarok. Yes. How'd you know?
I was thinking of the game.
Oh my gosh, Assassin's Creed? No, not Assassin's Creed. Oh, that too. God of War Valhalla? Oh my god. No, but
Oh my god.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla, God of War Ragnarok. I don't know if that's the official title yet, but you know. Yes, I'm super excited for that.
You always say Ragnarok, like
yes,
almost every day.
I always talk about Ragnarok coming upon us and, you know, commencing it. Because, like...
I mean, basically.
I mean, what's not to love? It's the end of all things. The end of existence.
But also creating the new.
Yeah, like a cycle, and I like that. And speaking of cycles, the Maya also believed in cycles and things. That's our segue to Mexico. That's the part where you clap.
We're supposed to go to Mexico this year.
Yeah, but you didn't clap.
Sad.
Oh, you can't. You only have one hand right now.
Are you there?
Hello?
I can't hear you.
Where'd you go? James? James. Hello? Did you die? We're having some technical difficulties right now. James! Return to me! Did your phone die? This is great. It looks like I got a message.
Brother, I do not hear is you.
Where'd you go? James.
Speak.
Yes, hi. What happened?
I don't know, I just couldn't hear you.
I couldn't hear you.
Hold on.
This is a great start to a series, to everything.
I'm trying to put my phone in my face. There you go.
So no. What were you
Let's
talking
continue.
about? Oh yeah, Mexico. Yeah, so most of the myths we talk about here in this channel are like Mexico, Central America, some South American too, because that's what we know the most. You know, I like focusing on those kinds of I like focusing on those kinds of things because like everyone knows about like Greek and Roman and all that other stuff. Like I really like it, and I think it's really interesting. However, you know, you don't hear about like Quetzalcoatl that much, or Quetzalcoatl, however you pronounce it. You don't really hear about Tezcatlipoca or Huitzilopochtli. You don't really learn about the Popol Vuh all that much because most people are focused on other things. And that's not bad, but like, you know, that's why I'm here. There's a whole bunch of other channels that talk about those things, and I'm over here talking about mine. Also, who doesn't love a giant feathered snake just wiggling around in the sky? What else was on my list to talk about? Oh yeah, so next what we're gonna talk about is basically an introduction to like Mesoamerican history and folklore, right? So that's what we're gonna talk about first. So if you don't know, Mexico and Mesoamerica are basically like the little part in between the USA and South America. There's like the Central America and the South America and all that good stuff. And usually when I make videos like the Aztecs and the Mayan, that's referring to the civilizations that lived in what's modern day Mexico and Guatemala and all those other places. And those are myths that existed before the Europeans, mostly the Spanish. We love the Spanish in this household. I mean, we're part Spanish, it's because, you know, they kind of came over and kind of...
Yep.
Yeah. So, basically, before the Europeans arrived in the Americas, there's like all these different civilizations that existed for thousands of years. And they're pretty advanced civilizations too. Like the Aztecs had like a giant system of water that came from the mountains and went all the way down across all these so many miles to go to their city. And the Mayans like knew a whole bunch about the stars. They created number 0, something like that. I mean, other civilizations did it too, but they did it independently of others. So it's like, you know, they kind of pretty much came up with this. So yeah. Why do you like these types of myths, James?
Let me think. I don't know.
What do you like
Cool,
about them?
I guess.
They're fun. They're just like
They're
with any.
interesting.
Yeah. Cause like if you don't really learn about them too much, and like even in school, it's mostly like very Eurocentric, meaning like it's very focused on Europe, like Greece, Rome, England, all the other stuff. And like I remember like being in like class, and we had like our textbooks, our history textbooks, and like all the way in the back is just a little small section of like pre-Columbian Mesoamerican history, like the Aztecs and the Mayans and stuff. And since it's so far back, shush, that's my phone. Since it's so far back in the textbook, you know, we never get to that part in class.
Yeah, and so like that happened to me, and so I just read it on my own.
Yeah, that's why I did too. And I flipped through it, and I was like, wait a second, my ancestors built these pyramids? Like, we actually built something that is like just as great as the pyramids of Giza in Egypt, or like the Pantheon in Greece, or
they have more design.
Yeah, we're just like all the other civilizations. We have all this stuff. And I say we because, like, you know, we're Mexican Americans, and we have like both Spanish and indigenous blood in us. So, like, you know, we're kind of generalizing the whole area, which like a lot of people do. But I mean, there's so many different types of different groups in Americas, right? We have the Zapotecs, we have the Aztecs, the Tlaxcalans. Even the Aztecs themselves are made up of 3 different tribes. And then the Mayans have a whole bunch of different kingdoms. Have anything to say? Spider-Man.
I just see him on my piano.
There is like a Spider-Woman type thing in like Teotihuacan, which is like a city near.
How did I give you an idea?
Yeah, it's like in central Mexico, like a few miles away from the Aztec capital. That's like hundreds of years older than the Aztec civilization themselves. There's like this giant mural with like this creepy god that's like, some people call it the Spider Woman, is like creepy.
Just my chaoticness gives like learning advice or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Learning advice?
Oh,
what am I saying?
Yeah, it's getting dark. We should probably hurry up with this. What's next on the list? Well, we've done a few videos already, right? We did like your Beastiest Beast. We did like the Cadejo video, which took so long.
Drawing for the
Yeah.
next video.
Yeah, we always draw little pictures to go along with this, so that it's like, you know, nice, cause yeah, just something visually interesting to look at. So yeah. So
what is my next video, like in 2 days?
Something like that. But yeah, so this is our little podcast. This episode was kind of shorter, but that's because it's like an introduction. You know, we're pretty unorganized right now, mostly because I just came up with this idea like a couple days ago. But it's gonna get better over time, right? So
yes. We need to like actually be in the same room together to actually do this from now on.
Yeah, and not do it at a time where the sun is in my face. That would be very nice.
Oh, it's blinding you? Oh no.
Yeah. So we're gonna
like,
end it here for now. But yeah, that was basically our introduction to our podcast. We're gonna be doing one of these every Friday, to coincide with our main videos on Monday. We like every week we kind of switch off. Like 1 week is like my videos where I talk about like anything mythology.
oh wait,
Really?
no. In 2 days is your video.
Yeah. So 1 week I do mine, and then 1 week James does the Beastiest Beasts, right? And yours is all about like the beasts. Mine is all about like the anything else.
Like different types of creatures.
Yeah. Oh, and we're also gonna be doing like more video game stuff, so that's really exciting. So I love how there's so many more video games coming out. There's like mythology and history based. Like obviously we have like Assassin's Creed, we have God of War, we have all this other cool stuff going on, and we're definitely gonna be doing videos on it. Even Zelda. Like I made a video before about like Zelda and like the Mayans and all that stuff, and I really want to do more of that later on. So.
Oh yeah, like the video of the Day of the Dead. Dead animation style. You look like a me.
I just realized something. Can you snap?
Well, my hands are all weird right now, so I can't.
We need to sync your audio. That's how we're gonna sync the audio. Oh man, we're gonna figure this out. But yeah, that's basically it. We're gonna do. If you want, you can subscribe. You know, why don't you subscribe?
Yes.
Just go ahead. Just go ahead and click the little button.
I mean,
And,
it's free.
yeah, and the little bell too. It's just waiting for you to little doodle. Yeah. Most of the words I make are not. You cannot understand, but whatever.
I need to promote your channel more.
That'd be nice.
Or this channel more.
Yeah, this channel. Yeah, so go ahead, subscribe, do all that fun YouTube stuff, because we're gonna be doing a lot of these videos, and we're gonna have 2 videos a week, so that's fun. Hopefully,
More work.
Yeah, more work, but it's gonna be fun. So come on.
Especially for you.
Yeah, you just do like the audio and the drawings, and I do the editing.
Mhm.
But yeah. So
Sometimes drawings take 8 hours.
There we go. But come along on this journey with us, and what do I say with the endings? Just think about it, right? Just think about it.
Matane.
Bye. Oh gosh.
It's gonna peak.